got the back fitting nicely to the sides. All checked to make sure all of the linings were notched deep enough so that the brace was sitting right down in the pocket the way it's supposed to be. And so normally this would be the point where I glued the back onto the sides. But this guitar is getting an extra step. I've been asked to seal the inside of the guitar with a layer of shellac. I used to do this pretty routinely on classical guitars. Started in the late 80s when I was first exposed to the instruments of Kono. Masaru Kono? Is that his first name? Anyway, he made some beautiful instruments, and at least on the guitars that I saw, the Model 50s, he put a layer of some kind of sealant on the inside of the guitar. And I thought, why not give it a try? So I did it, and the guitar that I made turned out to be, at the time, the best classical I had ever built. So I kept doing that, because why argue with success? Then eventually I think my technique of building got better, and I got cleaner, and sort of drifted away from doing that as a routine thing on an instrument, and I didn't notice any fall off in the sound I was getting, either the volume or the responsiveness. So I kind of stopped doing it, but I was asked to do it on this one, and I said I would certainly be glad to do that. So two reasons I can think for doing it beyond being asked is by sealing all of the surfaces, you're closing up the pores a little bit of the wood. And if you think of wood pores as like the holes in an acoustic ceiling tile, they absorb sound. So if you seal them off, you're going to get more sound reflecting off of the surface rather than being absorbed into it. And that should certainly, in theory, give you a better sounding guitar. The other thing that sealing the wood accomplishes is you seal it up from abrupt changes in humidity, which is, of course, humidity is always something to look out for in a guitar, and quick changes particularly. Now, the surfaces that I'm sealing are not the ones where most of the water is absorbed and given off by wood. That's the end grain, and this is not end grain that I'm sealing in here. But still, it might offer a little bit of a greater level of protection from dimensional changes rather than just having a finish on the outside. So what I have to do now is figure out exactly where this back is going to sit, and then mark where the back hits the sides, and tape off the back to the inside of the pencil line to the width of the kerfed lining, and then I will put some shellac on the back of the guitar, and I'll put shellac on the top and sides also. After that, I can glue it all together. So I'm just using a spray can of shellac. I'm not looking for any kind of high quality finish. I just want to seal the wood. And this is what I always used to use, so that's what I'll use today. Let that sit for a few minutes and then put on another coat. I didn't think to start the camera before I glued the back on to the sides, but I think everybody has seen the inside of the guitar already. So this is what it looks like with all the clamps in place.